expect here coming up August 9th, Summer Madness.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So first things first, pretty much anybody, and I know everyone's got their beliefs. I know everyone's got their wishes and their faith. You know, people have their different beliefs on everything, but you got to be stupid. Anybody's got to be stupid to want to do anything involving myself or the rest of the Reapers of Summer Madness. And that is exactly the perfect word to describe Freak Show. Because I'll tell you what, not only is that a group, you think North Dakota Reapers were a team, that was 3 individuals, that was a wild team for all of us to come together. Freak Show's got us beat. That is 2 individuals who have never once in the history of Legendary Backyard Wrestling, even in personal life, ever saw things on the same bar, on the same level. They never saw things eye to eye, and that could be because physically a height difference, of course, but also just straight up, they are 2 insanely different individuals. And the fact that they were able to come together is pathetic. It really is. It takes 2 nutballs to try and hit us where it hurts. And it took them 3 opportunities for them to hit us where it hurts. So, I mean, specifically for them in general, they've got to be stupid to want to do anything with us. And when Summer Madness comes around, we're just going to have to see what they saw last time they challenged for the titles, and that's them being flat on their back and all of us Reapers, yet again, staying at the top of the food chain. As for Kurt Adams, oh, man, I've had my fair share of run-ins with that dude.
Well, I'm going to be talking a lot about him tonight. There's no question about it.
He's a piece of work. And that man has bargained for much more than I truly believe he can handle, honestly.
Well, he said that
he might have gotten that pen lately, but
yeah. Well, you and Napalm, he said specifically in one Kurt Adams that you 2 are the 2 toughest people he's ever faced, and that's saying a lot because this man has traveled to a number of places. He has wrestled a guy, Aaron Blaze, that is coming back here next Thursday that everybody talks about. So this guy has been in there with some of the very best, and he has traveled to those companies that we had talked about in the past. But I want to come back to the tag title match. I'll get to Kurt Adams later. We'll have plenty to say on him, undoubtedly. But in this match, you've got 2 different teams. Now, I've been having on a lot of wrestlers of late that they're in these different predicaments, whether it's a 4-way match or triple threat match. And you guys in this particular case are here in a triple threat tag team title match where your odds of retaining these titles are 33.3%. Steiner math, whatever it is, that's the odds you're looking at. So how are you guys going to be able to retain these championships when your odds are what they are, more or less?
Well, even though statistically I know where you're coming from on those odds of our chances of retaining, and I see where you're coming from a logical standpoint, from a numbers standpoint, I get you. But, I mean, look at who we're dealing with. We're dealing with Freak Show, which, yeah, I've already told you. I've rambled on about them enough. They don't deserve any more. But we're also dealing with PBS. Now, PBS at one point in time, even when I wasn't particularly fond of their former leader, who is now our face of America, they were at one point the top team. They were at one point the strong part of Legendary Backyard Wrestling, despite of how you looked on it. But every great franchise, every dynasty has a fall. They have a drop. And I tell you what, last year, after Summer Madness, after Haunted Hellfest 4 was complete, PBS dropped off the market, and they haven't been on that top. They haven't even sniffed the surface of what they once were since then. And the fact of that is because you have Nate Dogg, who he's had a decent career.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it, a decent career.